the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. By regular attendance in the classes on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Namo Pankajanaභaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangriye Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining on this auspicious day. You may be wondering what is auspicious. Every day is auspicious when we get a chance to read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So that day becomes holy when we chant the names, the holy names of our roop, form, qualities, the name, the form, the qualities. Anytime, there is no inauspicious time to chant Bhagavatam or to chant Krishna's name. So, and especially with the wonderful presence of all of you, wonderful devotees, this is certainly very, very auspicious. So we are reading Canto 8, Chapter 7 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and I shared this picture with everyone. So I'm going to start with this picture today, and then we will start reading. So this is a beautiful Samudra Manthana. And the demons on one side, demigods on one side. A lot of details are there, but just the sight is so wonderful. Lord Kachyapa, 800,000 miles as the base. Lord Ajita as the 1,000-armed form sitting on the top. And then the fumes were being released from this Vasuki as the churning rod. Mount Mandara as the Vasuki as the churning rope. Mount Mandara as the churning rod. So very, very beautiful picture. And not only that, you may be wondering, this is there in Bangkok, Thailand airport. Or if anyone has been there or has seen pictures, it's very, very, very nice. So let me share that picture also with everyone, because it is so famous, and so which shows that this is not something just limited to India, which many people think. So Vedic culture was everywhere. Vedic culture, the culture of Bhagavat, the culture of the Granth Bhagavatam was not just limited to the tiny India. So this is from it is inside the airport. You see all these shops also. So Samudra Manthan, Vasuki, demons, Lord Ajita, the 400 form, of course, he had 1,000 arms. But the point, this is the Bangkok, Thailand airport. Okay, so just start to share some pictures before we start. We were at text number 22 today. We'll start from there. And so far, we were reading about how Lord Shiva and the qualities of Lord Shiva, that how Lord Shiva, everyone came there and took shelter of him. Now help us from this poison. So let's see what happens next. Text number 22. Tvam eka sarva jagata ishvaro bandha mokshayo tam tvam archanti kushalaha prapannarti haram gurum Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O Lord, you are the cause of bondage and liberation of the entire universe because you are its ruler. Those who are advanced in spiritual consciousness under surrender unto you. Therefore, you are the cause of mitigating their distress, and you are also the cause of their liberation. We therefore worship your Lordship. Purport: actually, Lord Vishnu maintains and accomplishes all good fortune. If one has to take shelter of Lord Vishnu, why should the demigods take shelter of Lord Shiva? They did so because Lord Vishnu acts through Lord Shiva in the creation of the material world. Lord Shiva acts on the behalf of Lord Vishnu. When Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita 14.4 that He is the father of all living entities, Aham Bija Pradapita, this refers to the actions performed by Lord Lord Vishnu through Lord Shiva. Lord Vishnu is always unattached to material activities, and when material activities are to be performed, Lord Vishnu performs them through Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is therefore worshipped on the level of Lord Vishnu. When Lord Vishnu is untouched by the external energy, he is Lord Vishnu. But when he is in touch with the external energy, he appears in his feature as Lord Shiva. So, such a beautiful verse here. And we discussed briefly about this topic yesterday also, that Lord Shiva is not an ordinary personality. He is the supreme personality of Godhead in touch with material world. Very simple. When Lord Vishnu touches the material world, that form is Lord Shiva. So the demigods approaching him is actually non-different from approaching Lord Vishnu. His Grace Adisham Prabhu was giving this example. By the way, I will share one class of His Grace Adisham Prabhu. I was hearing the lessons from Samudra Manthan Leela. Very, very nice class. So all of you can hear when you get chance. So he was giving example, like for example, like sometimes we need to clean something. We don't use directly our hands. It could be some, let's say we are touching a harsh chemical or something. We don't directly touch that chemical with our hand. We use a glove, right? A glove. So that form basically, that form of the Lord which touches the material world is Lord Shiva, Bija Pradapita. He's the seed-giving father, and the mother, Bhavani, Durga, Parvati. So Prabhupada is explaining that why the demigods surrender to Lord Shiva, why they didn't go to Lord Vishnu. So very nice explanation is mentioned here. And the words used are the one who gives is the cause of bondage and liberation of the entire universe, and you are its ruler. So yes, he is the ruler of this material world, the father and the mother, and their main purpose is to bring the fallen souls back to Kṛṣṇa. That's what the message he gave in Rudra Gita to the Prachetas. And that's the message he gives. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnum aradhanam param. O Parvati Devi, of course, he is telling what's the best worship. The best worship is to Aradhana is Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param. The worship of Lord Vishnu is param. But then he says, but Tadiya, those who are connected to Lord Vishnu, their Aradhana is even more better than, because Lord himself says that Mad Bhakta Pujadika. In one more verse which recently I heard, Suno Uma kahun anubhav apna bin hari naam jagat sab sapna. Lord Shiva says to Mother Parvati again, Uma, Suno Uma, oh my dear Uma, I am telling this to you. Kahun anubhav apna. I'm telling this anubhav, I mean experience of mine. Bin Hari Naam, without the holy name, Jagat Sab Sapna, everything is illusion. It's just like a dream, fairy tale. And that we have read many times in the Bhagavatam also, in the sleeping state. Only three things are real: Bhakti, Bhagwan, and Bhakti. Bhakti, Bhakt, and Bhagwan. So in short, wonderful explanation of Lord Shiva and how the demigods are taking shelter of him to mitigate their distress. What was the distress? Poison, halahal poison. Very, very turbulent. Any comments, questions anyone has? Okay, please raise your hand if you haven't read in last few days and you really would like to read. Please raise your hand so it's clear who would like to read text 23. Yes, Rakesh Prabhu. Yeah, you were left out yesterday, so let's start from you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, text 23. Guna maya swa shak satyasya sarga stithya apyayan vibho daste yadasvatrig buhman brahma vishnu shivabhidham. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. O Lord, you are self-effulgent and supreme. You create this material world by your personal energy. And you assume the names Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara when you act in creation, maintenance, and annihilation. This prayer is actually offered to Lord Vishnu, the Purusha, who is incarnations as the Gunavataras assume the names Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's quite straightforward. So, here is stating that the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his incarnations, Gunavataras, assume the names Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Rakesh Prabhu. So which guna is which mode of, what are the three guna avatars and what are the corresponding avatars? Who knows the answer? Raise your hand. So the three gunas and the corresponding avatars. Rakesh Prabhu, you know the answer?
Yeah. I mean, Brahma is creation, Vishnu, maintenance, and Maheshwara, destruction.
Okay. What are the three gunas? Let's go step by step. Modes of material natures.
Mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance.
Correct. And what are the corresponding avatars?
I think Vishnu is the mode of good. I'm confused how it is related to mode of goodness. I don't understand because those are all are pure, right? So ignorance and passion, how can I relate? I don't know.
So Lord Vishnu is the maintainer. Brahma the creator, mode of passion, right?
Yeah,
and
creation requires passion.
And destruction requires the mode of ignorance. So it's the seva they have been given. So Lord Mahesha, he's not in mode of ignorance. That's very important. His seva, he is in charge of mode of ignorance. Similarly, Brahma is not in mode of passion. He is in charge of mode of passion. He is Guna Avatara. They are transcendental souls. The 12 Mahajans, both Brahma and Shiva are present. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu. So Swayambhu is Brahma, Narada and Shambhu is Shiva. So all in the first line itself, they are mentioned. So they are transcendental. Great souls are not in mode of goodness or passion or ignorance. and then they are much above the great souls. They are special personalities, very, very special personalities. And also many times the word Bhagavan is used to address Lord Shiva and to address Lord Brahma as well. So yeah, Gunavatara discussion is there. So I think we can move on. Any other comments, questions anyone has? Ms. Nandini Mataji, you want to read?
Oh, Prabhu, I read yesterday. I just wanted to answer your question. I'll lower my hand.
Oh, thank you.
Rajas, Tamas, and Rajas is passion, and Tamas is ignorance and mode of.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, that's not right. Sandhya Mataji, would you like to read, please? Are you in a position to read? Okay, Bhaswati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Text 24. Tvayam Brahma Paramam Guhyayam Sad Asad Bhava Bhavanam Nana Sakti Vir Abhatas Tvam Atma Jagat Iswaraha. Prabhuji, can you scroll down? Sorry. You are the cause of all causes. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. You are the cause of all causes, the self-effulgent, conceivable, impersonal Brahman, which is originally Para-Brahman. You manifest various potencies in this cosmic manifestation. Purport. This prayer is offered to the impersonal Brahman, which consists of the effulgent rays of Para-Brahman. Para-Brahman is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. When Lord Shiva is worshipped as Para-Brahman, the worship is meant for Lord Vishnu. So here, in this beautiful purport, it's described about the Brahmanical effulgence of Lord Vishnu, which is the manifestation of Brahma Jyoti, and but we know our Supreme Personality of Godhead with in the Paramatma. So first, we know that Brahman, then Paramatma, then Bhagavan. So here, it's as the purport is describing about the Brahmanical effulgence of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Back to Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So everyone understands the difference between Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. The three aspects of understanding or realization to the Supreme Lord. Vipul Prabhu, you want to answer that question, please?
Brahman is the effulgence of the Lord that we can compare with the sunshine, and Paramatma is the super soul, that is every living entity has Paramatma, that is we can compare the sun globe, and Bhagavan, which are personal features, the Supreme Lord, that we compare with the sun god.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice with the sun analogy. So in short, the energetic is the source of all the energies. There cannot be sun rays or the sunshine or the effulgence without the sun deity, the sun god. So similarly, the Brahman and the Paramatma aspect are not the complete understanding. If someone just says God is light or God is effulgent, it is correct. but it is not complete. It is partial understanding. But when someone understands the complete Brahman, this comes in the Canto 1, Chapter 2 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabdyate. That's the three realizations. So here, the prayers are offered to the impersonal Brahman, but devotees understand that yes, it is nothing but Kṛṣṇa. Okay. Yes, Vishal, Prabhu, I see you.
So
Thank you for
Prabhuji,
joining. Yes.
one thing that the Lord, the Supreme Being, is himself in front with them, with the demigods, right? When they're approaching the Lord Brahma, we just read yesterday that they went with the Lord himself to request Lord Brahma to take the poison, and they're using everything what we tell to the Lord himself. They're telling to the Lord Shiva in front of the Lord himself, Vishnu or Krishna himself.
Yes.
So-
Lord often wants us to show the glories of his devotee and his incarnation. So he's not just a devotee, but he's an avatar also.
Yeah.
So the Lord, Hari Ananta, Hari Lila Ananta, Hari Nam Ananta, Hari Rupa Ananta. Everything is Ananta, unlimited. The Lord wants this to happen, so it's happening. Because Lord likes, what to speak of the Lord being present in Rameshwaram. Lord Ram worshipped Lord Shiva. Right? So often people get confused there as well. See, Lord Ram is worshipping Lord Shiva, therefore we should all worship Lord Shiva and forget Lord Rama. Right? So that's a common question asked. So Rama Ishvara, Rama Yasya Ishvara, Sa Rameshwara. Ram jiske Ishwar. Rama Ishvara Yasya Sa Rameshwara. So two meanings are there. And both are correct. Why? One whose life and soul is Rama is Rameshwar. And one's who is the life and soul of Lord Rama? That is Rameshwar. So both are correct actually. Because devotee's life and soul is Kṛṣṇa, and Krishna's life and soul is devotee. Devotee likes to worship Kṛṣṇa and Kṛṣṇa likes to worship his devotee. So very interesting reciprocal relationship. So what to speak of Lord being present there? Lord personally worshipped Lord Shiva. Because Shiva is not an ordinary person.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, we can read. Yes, Vishal Prabhu, you want to read next verse? Text
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
25.
Yes, please. Thank you. Dandavat pranam, all the devotees. Tvam sabdayonir jagadadir atma pranandriya dravya guna sabhava kala kratu satyam vitam cha dharmas tvaye aksharam yat trivird amananti. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. O Lord, you are the original source of Vedic literature. You are the original cause of material creation, the life force, the senses, the five elements, the three modes, and the Mahatattva. You are eternal time, determination, and the two religious systems called truth, Satya, and truthfulness, Irta. You are the shelter of the syllable Om, which consists of the three letters A, U, M. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vishal Prabhu. So happy to see you after a long time. Keep joining whenever situations allow. I know you have work sometimes, but thank you so much. So pretty much all the prayers here used are used for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as we discussed, Shiva is also the Supreme Personality of Godhead touching the material world. And we often see that a lot of adjectives, a lot of prayers which are used for Supreme Lord are also used for his devotees, right? In fact, sometimes to a higher level. Krishna is merciful, but his devotees are more merciful than him. The ocean of mercy, this is often used for devotees. The friend of everyone, used for the Lord, used for the devotees. The ocean of compassion, Adosha Darshi, the one who does not see fall, used for Krishna, used for his pure devotees. So a lot of adjectives are used for Krishna and his great devotees, and certainly it can be used for the avatars. That's what we see here. The qualities, or the original cause of the material creation. Yes, he is the cause of the material creation. Shabda Yoni, the life force, the senses, time, determination, etc. So, but in short, we can understand this, that Prabhupada has mentioned. Ultimately, prayers are directly to the Lord Vishnu or Krishna, because Lord Shiva is the Avatara, Guna Avatara, and Shakti Avatara, etc. But his Avatara is not like any other demigod, so we certainly cannot compare Lord Shiva to any other demigod. He's like the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And His Grace Amogila Prabhu also gave a very nice class on this Tattva, Shiva Tattva. He is not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his touch with the material nature. Like often we say about Krishna and Vishnu, that Krishna is doing the Leelas in Goloka Vrindavan, and when he's in the office, he is in the role of Vishnu. And similarly, the Supreme Lord, that is Avatara, in the material world, is Shiva. So, one last verse, and then we will start the quiz. Yes, please.
Prabhuji, can you elaborate a little bit more about the two religious systems called Sattva and Grita?
Determination and truth and truthfulness. I don't know, Prabhuji. Tomorrow, our dear respected Gauranga Darshan Prabhu is giving class. If anyone knows, first of all, let me ask. There's so many wonderful senior Vaishnavas present. If you have any more insights about this topic, please feel free to add. Else we can ask him tomorrow. My simple formula is that if something is important, dear Srila Prabhupada elaborates that in the purport. If something is not that important, Prabhupada moves forward, and generally I also move forward. So, but we can ask him tomorrow. I mean, every question is good. Inquisitiveness is good. So, we can ask him tomorrow if you would like to elaborate. Okay, so let's read.
Text 26. Agnirmukham te khilade vatatman kshitim vidurloka bhavna bhavan kri pankajam kalam gatim te khilade ta mano dishascha karna rasinam jalesham. Translation: O Father of the planets, learned scholars know that fire is your mouth. The surface of the globe is your lotus feet. Eternal time is your movement. All the directions are your ears, and Varuna, master of the waters, is your tongue. Purport Vishwa Prabhupada. In the Shruti mantras it is said, Agni Sarva Devataha. Fire is the aggregate of all demigods. Agni is the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is through Agni or fire that the Lord accepts all sacrificial oblations.
So, from text 26 onwards, which is this one, to next verse 30. So Lord Shiva as the total of everything in the universe is mentioned. Basically kind of the Virat Rupa. That what are the tongue, what's the mouth, etc. But so in this verses, we can understand that we're talking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are not talking about any Tom, Dick, Harry. We're talking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his role as Lord Shiva. In his role as in contact with material world as Lord Shiva. And we read that Brahma and Shiva were also speaking the same verses, that how, and we read that in great detail in the previous chapter, that how the fire is this, the water represents this, the mind represents the moon, etc. So in this, more of that will come in the following verses about Virat Rupa again, when they are meeting Lord Shiva and they're going to Lord Shiva to ask for help with the distress of halal poison. They are offering prayers. So again, a very important quality is observed. Although they're in great distress, so that's a great lesson, I feel. Rather than the technical things, the great lesson is that they are in great difficulty. The poison is all over. And they have come to Lord for help. But we have seen this countless number of times in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam that they are not just abruptly saying, hey, help me, I'm dying, it's halal, please take care of this. They're spending verse after verse to glorify, to do the stuti of Lord Shiva in the form of Supreme Lord. That's a great quality. Even if we have to ask something from the Lord, we should not just say, hey Lord, give me this, give me that. First, we should glorify with some words, with some qualities. Kṛṣṇa, you're so beautiful. Your eyes are like lotus petals. Your feet and your nupur. Oh, your garland. Your name is Vanamali. Wow, wonderful. So nice. Meditating upon Lord's beauty, meditating upon Lord's qualities. And then even if we have to ask for something, we can ask. But that demigods will do, but much later. The story Radhesham Prabhu was mentioning that this is very much relatable to us because we are not, I'm talking about myself, we are not at that level that everything is at a pure devotional level. And we're not demons also that who are totally opposite to the Lord. So the demigods, I mean, that lecture is very deep and I was going to share that in the group. But he was mentioning that how he likes this because it's easy to relate in the demigod position because they have their desires also. It's not that they have only pure bhakti desire. So that applies to majority of us, especially myself. It's not that I have only pure bhakti desire. At least theoretically I have, but internally I know I have so many shortcomings, so many other anarthas, so many other vices. So this pastime is really important in that spirit for all of us. So while all of you are getting ready for the Kahoot, and now that's
so there is a sound problem coming from your side. We are hearing a lot of noise. Yeah, a lot of noise.
Oh, okay. Sound problem. Was it just started in the middle or it has been coming?
Just 4 or 5 minutes, like last conversation you have been having, that time started. Like last 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, so how about now? I put headphones.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay? Is everyone able to hear?
No, each time your audio comes, we hear the noise.
The noise is coming from you only, Prabhu. I think that is the wire. The wire is not in straightforward.
Is it okay, Hare Kṛṣṇa?
No.
When it comes, but okay, fine.
Let me rejoin. Let hope that will work. You can all open kahoot.it, the website. Umsilas Prabhu, can you you know the process? Some people have joined first time. Just explain the process to everyone. I will rejoin.
Prabhuji, if you disconnect, maybe we all disconnect as well. You're the
No, I'll make you the host. Don't worry, Prabhu.
okay, bro.
But I thought exam is tomorrow.
So if we can all go to kahoot.it, and when Prabhuji starts the Kahoot, we'll get a pin. We just have to enter that pin into that box. And once we do that, we will we can enter a name, and then we'll be in.
Is it okay? Are you able to hear?
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so Kahoot.it, yes, we need 2 screens or 2 gadgets. Either you need 2 phones or laptop and phone or iPad or iPhone or whatever, but you need 2 gadgets, correct? So on one, you will be seeing like whatever you're using to log in with this, you will be seeing the questions there, but for the answer, you need another gadget. Okay, so did everyone open Kahoot.it, Kahoot.it? And after that, it will ask you for a game pin. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So you have to enter that game pin. Yeah, please type your nickname. I see most of you are joining. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask. If something is not clear, you're not sure. Kasturi Manjri Mataji, you're able to join.
Yeah, Prabhu, I didn't sign up in the Kahoot, but I am looking at the screen here.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Sure. Anyone needs more time? So we have 14 devotees, 15 devotees joining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total we have. Anyone needs more time, please tell. Otherwise, we'll get started. This quiz is for Canto 8, Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. Okay, all the best to everyone. We will get started here. Let's start. Hari Hari Bo. So for those who are joining first time, you have to click on the second gadget you have. Whatever color is the right answer, you have to click that. There are points for answering correct and quick. You have to answer correctly and quickly. The brother of Tamasa Manu was the 5th Manu named. What's the 5th Manu? The 5th Manu was Raivata Manu, the brother of Tamasa Manu. Who was the father? Anyone knows?
Maharaj Priyavrata.
Yes, Priyavrata Maharaj. Very nice. That's who all studied for this exam? Raise your hand. I can see.
Prabhuji, I thought it's tomorrow, Prabhuji. So I didn't read.
Hare Krishna.
Same here, Prabhuji. I had an impression that today I'll study.
Is it? But I announced it yesterday, and I also mentioned, I believe I mentioned that, right? In the group
Yes,
also.
Prabhuji.
18 December. Yeah, therefore I mentioned, especially for India devotees, I mentioned the date so there is no confusion. For you, it's already tomorrow. It's 19th there. So you have
Yes,
no
Prabhuji.
excuse. Okay, just kidding. Next question. During which Manvantar millennium, by churning the ocean of milk, the Lord produced the nectar from for the demigods? Which one mantra was it? 5th, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th? This is the pastime we are reading. Look at this little kurma. Only 800,000 miles. Oh, it was 6th, not the 5th one. It is the 6th one, mantra, and Lord Ajita. Okay, Swati Mataji, up the charts. We have special prize for the winners. During the reign of the 5th Manu, the king of heaven was known as. What was the name in the 5th Manu, in the Raivat Manu? The timer is running, so to answer before it. Vibhu, yes, Vibhu. Wow, Lakshmi Mataji, all 3 in the row. I think she really studied very, very hard. She's very scholarly. During the 5th Manu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as. Supreme Lord appeared as. What was his name? Yeah. The timer is running, so you have to answer before that. Vaikuntha. Who can tell what he did?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, he created one more Vaikuntha planet on the request of Goddess of Fortune.
Wow. Mataji.
Ramadevi.
Thank you, thank you. Matajis are more serious students. I am observing that. I mean, and that's true. And one time, I think someone was giving class, and all the Matajis were present, and they asked, "Where are all the Prabhujis?" They said they are busy watching cricket. So Matajis are more. They have natural love because they are, that love easy to dovetail that loving propensity to Krishna. Therefore, they don't need a lot of logic. Their heart is already very soft, and all it needs is a bona fide spiritual master to dovetail that propensity to spontaneously love Krishna. So, and we see that in our scoreboard also. See, on top 5, except for Vamsilas Prabhu, all the wonderful Matajis. Prabhus don't mind. I mean, all of you are also wonderful, but Matajis are more wonderful. Demigods were cursed by whom, and therefore the 3 worlds were poverty-stricken, and no ritualistic ceremonies could happen. Which was the name? What was the name of that sage? Agastya, Durvasa, Vashishta, Angira. Durvasa Muni, yes, it was Durvasa Muni. Okay, who was the sage who cursed King Indradumna to become an elephant? Huh?
Agastya.
Who was the Muni who cursed King? Who?
Devala.
Devala. He became what?
Crocodile.
Crocodile, very nice. Okay. Question number 6. By churning of the milk ocean, what was produced for the demigods? Oh, sorry, Dash produced. Who produced them? Not what, who produced? Achyuta, Ajita, Vairaja, Hari. Lord Ajita, the 6th Manvantara Avtara. Vijay Mataji's highest climber. Vijay Baba. You can certainly fulfill your name, Mataji, by keep climbing, and you'll be at the first spot. The Dash God marks the path of liberation and is the chief source of understanding of the Vedas. Moon, water, sun, fire. Sun God. Today also we read about him. Nice.
Prabhuji, from next time, please, you have to say what is the punishment for people. And Prabhu who is every day attending the class and not telling correct answers.
Punishment is that he will get chastisement from their spouses, or she will get. That's the best punishment, I feel. Let it be handled internally.
No, give Bhagavatam class.
Oh yes. So Manjulali is saying that they have to give Bhagavatam class and they will study 10 times and be ready for every question to be answered. So I think that's the punishment for Ekant Prabhu. I'll put him on the schedule. So schedule
He's
is
not answering at all, Prabhuji, anything.
the schedule is booked for 3 weeks, but after 3 weeks his turn is going to come in and he's going to speak Bhagavad Katha. And he has holidays now, a couple of days, weeks. I think Christmas and New Year, a lot of people have holidays. So there should be good punishment. So otherwise we don't plan the time, then time will plan us. You are right, Mataji. I'm with you.
Prabhuji, I'm doing a lot of homework, Prabhuji. Office, not office work, homework, Prabhuji. I'm doing still work.
Oh. So you're doing work for home. I see now. Okay, next question. Please, by the prayers of the demigods, Lord Hari appeared before them. And his blackish body resembled what? Kaustubh gem, Mani Pushpa, Vaidura gem, Markata gem. Yes, Markata gem. It's the bluish, blackish gem. So it comes in there. Vamsilas Prabhu, please don't go down. You are the only hope for Prabhus. You go down the scoreboard, then you'll.
Prabhuji, I was just guessing all this time. I didn't study, so they are the winners actually.
They have studied.
Prabhuji, Srihari is there with me.
So Srihari is holding the fort for Prabhus. Good job, Srihari.
Actually, being a Prabhu, I'm envious of Vamshi Vilas Prabhu.
Srihari is really holding the fort. Vamsilas Prabhu. Jyoti Mataji got 8 in a row. That's awesome. Srihari must have studied nicely. Okay, the Lord spoke words for the good fortune of the demigods. He advised what? To truce, to invade, ignore, surrender to. What did he advise? This everyone should know. If you don't know this, then you'll really get punishment if anyone answers wrong.
I have already given wrong answer.
Oh, Mataji, we are reading this chapter. The chapter name, at least you have to read. What's the chapter name for chapter 6?
And demigods.
Yes, the demigods and the demons make a truce.
Prabhu, when time is running, if you talk, I'm not able to concentrate to read the question.
Vyavasatmika buddhir. Focus. Focus, Prabhu. We have 4 more questions. Okay, this is easy one again. This everyone should be able to answer. What was the churning rod and what was the rope?
There should not be so much close answers.
Mandara mountain was the rod, and the rope was Vasuki snake. So this most of you got right. Last 3 questions. Lord advised the demigods to not to be what? By seeing the various products being churned out of the ocean. So not to do what? Vipul Prabhu wants very easy options, right, Prabhu? Did they churn mountain or did they churn golf bat? That is very, very straightforward. Okay, all of the above. Yes, that's the correct answer. Not to be greedy, not to be angry, not to be anxious. Accept the plan of the Lord. Have faith in the words and tolerate. So these are not just lessons for demigods, but these are lessons for us in executing the order of Guru, in executing the order of Krishna and spiritual master. Sometimes situations will, come up that we may get angry on someone. We may be greedy. We may be this, but we don't have to execute on those desires or on those lower propensities. If we execute, then they will just like it's putting fuel in the fire. Okay, 2 more questions.
Prabhuji, I think I got kicked out of the game.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. I didn't do anything on my end. So try to reconnect. It's open. Try to reconnect. On seeing the demigods approaching the demons without a militant attitude, dash. So, Bali Maharaj, yes, he was the king of the demons, accepted the proposal for truce. Last question. Not able to carry Mandara mountain to the ocean of milk, the demons and demigods were unhappy. Who helped them for this? Carry the mountain. Brahma, Mahadev, Bharad Muni, or Hari? Baba Mahadev came today only. Mahadev didn't come before. Mahadev. But anyways, Lord Hari helped. So let's see our scoreboard, our podium. So, and first place, Lakshmi Mataji. So Swati Mataji, Amsivlas Prabhu, Lakshmi Mataji. That's amazing.
Oh, Jyoti Mataji was winning. Somehow she got disconnected. Otherwise, she would have been.
Krishna.
Amsivlas Prabhu is letting us down.
Yes. The Prabhus have to study more harder. But I hope you all relished it. And I think Sri Hari, you did really awesome. I mean, you answered all the questions correct. Actually, you were the first spot. But somehow due to technical issues, I guess last 2-3 questions you got disconnected. So but thank you. Let's do a big Haribol to all the top 5 and for studying and for being on the podium. For Shri Hari Prabhu and
hosting
Mataji and Silas Prabhu, Swati Mataji and Lakshmi Mataji. Haribol! 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 Let's do Haribol to anyone who studied for the quiz. Raise your hand if you studied even like little bit, even to spend 5 minutes studying.
5 minutes.
Okay, let's do Haribol for all these devotees. Haribol, Haribol,
Haribol.
Let's also do Haribol for all the backbenchers who couldn't study due to whatever reason, but they will study next time because otherwise they'll get heavy chastisement.
When is the next?
After we end the chapter, we generally do the quiz. So let's complete this chapter 8.7, then we will have the quiz. Okay, for all the backbenchers. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Okay, so I hope you all relished it. So don't forget, tomorrow, His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, very, very great scholarly speaker, is going to give Bhagavad Katha on Samudra Manthana, which is what we are reading. And day after, His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, who is a great Prabhupada disciple, initiating guru, and he has come to our programs before to speak on chanting. He's going to speak on a very important topic, be conscious and then Krishna conscious. So 2 amazing speakers in this special weekend. A lot of people and kids also have vacations, so let's try to make the maximum advantage of this time by being Krishna conscious and by sharing Krishna conscious as far as possible. Again, reminding everyone, marathon is going on, so please try your best. Every effort counts. Every call you make to try to inspire someone counts. Every thought you have to think about how I can share this vaccine. The world is looking for vaccine. Material world, everyone is looking for vaccine for corona. But as devotees, we understand that real vaccine to be given, we're not saying don't take corona vaccine, but much more important vaccine is the vaccine of immunization from material world, the pangs of material world, birth, old age, disease, death. So please take out some time, weekends or holidays there. So please take out some time to share this message of Krishna consciousness and get closer to Lord Chaitanya and to Prabhupada. So with that, we will pause here. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Shripad ki jai, Samamrita Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai, Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you, Shubhilas Prabhu and Manjulali Priya Mataji. Hare Krishna.